organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up today on Daily Iowan TV, daylight savings. Iowa might be making a change.
Take a look at how Iowa came out after National Signing
All the
Day.
crazy things.
Introduce you to a young Hawkeye standout. Take a look at how Iowa came out after National Signing Day and take a look at a young Hawkeye standout.
All that and more is coming your way. You're watching Daily Iowan TV. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to Daily Iowan TV. I'm Noah Gowdy. The University of Iowa's largest student organization, Dance Marathon, starts this Friday at 7 p.m. in the Iowa Memorial Union. With time running out, morale captains and dancers are coming up with some unique ways to get in those last-minute donations. Daily Iowan TV reporter Mackenzie Cooper has more.
Dance Marathon 23 is quickly approaching, and University of Iowa students are excited to celebrate at the big event. Morale captains in particular work very hard to make sure the event is a success. Their duties include to assist the dancers in helping them reach their fundraising goals.
We're in a position where we get to share our passion with people directly. We meet up with these people, we help them fundraise, we help them find the reasons why they joined and also why they want to continue with it, and just their own personal growth in this organization.
Throughout the year, dancers find some pretty creative ways to get donations. From wearing crazy outfits to class, singing on the pedmal, or posting embarrassing pictures on Facebook, these students are determined to do whatever it takes for the kids.
Going beyond like just asking your friends and family, which is great too, but also just, like I said, doing everything you can. So using your talents to get donations and things like that, and just being at the big event and knowing that you did everything that you possibly could.
This year's fundraising goal is over $2,758,000. And as always, it's for the kids. Reporting from the Iowa Memorial Union, this is Mackenzie Cooper, Daily Iowan TV.
A robbery occurred in the early hours of Wednesday morning on the South 10th block of Dubuque Street. According to an email sent out to the University of Iowa student body, the victim was approached by 3 men demanding money. The suspects then assaulted the victim, stole the victim's property, and fled the scene. The suspects did not display any weapons and have not yet been found by police. If you have any information about this incident, please provide it to the Iowa City Police Department at 319-356-5275. February is Love Your Library Month here at Iowa City, and you can find your favorite Valentine display at the local public library. They invite people to come in and write a little Valentine note for the library. Another part of the celebration is called Blind Date with a Book. Staff members pick out books they like and wrap them in white paper, then write a couple sentences to tease about the book on the cover to encourage people to take it home. There's also a bookmark inside asking people if they enjoyed the book.
What was your first impression? Was it love at first sight, interesting, not my type, or was it a boring date? And was it a good match? Happily ever after. Some patrons have said, I found a new author I didn't know I liked.
Those blind date books will still need to be checked out like the normal books. The whole event will last until February 15th. The University of Iowa student government helped coordinate checkout stations for phone chargers and umbrellas. Located in the IMU, students can now rent phone chargers and umbrellas in a 24-hour period. A $20 charge will take place if the items are lost, late, or stolen.
Hopefully they do, respect the equipment, but there are going to be stipulations that they have to sign agreements to make sure that they return the equipment and, keep it nice.
Iowa student government is also currently looking into adding popcorn machines at the IMU and putting more checkout stations in the main library in the near future. UI Reach is allowing students with intellectual disabilities a college experience. REACH stands for Realizing Educational and Career Hopes. The program hopes to help many individuals succeed towards finding a career and becoming their own advocates. Students that go through the program will not receive a diploma after completing the program, but they will get a certificate of achievement. Around 80% of the students who go through the program end up with a job. Well, it's officially Groundhog's Day, and I heard that Phil saw a shadow this morning, so that means winter is here to stay. Alexis Tansey is joining me now in the weather studio. Alexis, what does this mean for the rest of the week?
Well, Noah, unfortunately, I would love to say that Phil was wrong and that springtime was just around the corner, but that's not the case for this week. So grab those scarves and hats, Iowa City, because this morning is a chilly one. We're looking at temperatures in the afternoon of about 25 degrees. Heading into evening, temperatures will drop to about 20 degrees with clouds above. Tomorrow morning will start off just like today with mostly cloudy skies and a high of 17 degrees. Now let's take a look at the rest of the week. Heading into tomorrow evening, the high will be 28 degrees and sun in the afternoon. On Saturday, the high is 32 degrees and cloudy. Sunday is looking to be mostly sunny with a high of 40 degrees. Heading into next week, Monday will have temperatures in the low 40s with mostly cloudy skies. Tuesday is looking to remain in the low 40s with a 60% chance of rain in the evening. And wrapping up the forecast, there will be a large temperature drop with temperatures in the mid-20s and sunny skies on Wednesday. Jumping ahead to springtime, farmers are anticipating a La Nina weather pattern. That means that the ocean surface temperatures will cool dramatically, and these cool temperatures will have a negative impact on farms across America. It is too early to tell if this pattern will take full effect. That's all I have here in the weather studio. Noah, back to you.
Thanks, Alexis. The GOP has made a bill to defund Planned Parenthood in Iowa. This is a very controversial turn for the Iowa legislature and has gotten a lot of heat. Iowa will pass up $1 million in federal money to remove funding for Planned Parenthood. UI graduate workers have their demands answered. Monday, the graduate student union group known as COGS protested against the university for not publicly opposing cuts to their benefits in light of challenges to Iowa's collective bargaining laws. The protest group passed along letters to both the UI president and dean of the college containing their demands to maintain the status quo. The dean of the UI Graduate College released a statement Tuesday affirming that the UI will continue to stand by its graduate students. These benefits include affordable health care, tuition scholarships, and supplemental pay. William Ryan Owens, a Navy SEAL from Peoria, Illinois, was killed after a raid in the U.S. conducted on al-Qaeda in Yemen. This marks the first combat casualty of Trump's presidency. President Trump paid his condolences to Owens' family on Wednesday by visiting Delaware's Dover Air Base, expressing his gratitude to Ryan's family for his service. The Iowa Senate Transportation Committee had a 12-1 vote Wednesday in favor of keeping automated traffic cameras in Iowa's cities and counties. The Iowa Department of Transportation approved red light cameras and speed enforcement cameras to stay in the areas with high crash risks. The bill also requires that money earned from traffic citations be put towards road construction projects. 6 Iowa lawmakers are pushing to pass legislation that would end daylight savings time, hoping to make Central Standard Time as Iowa's main time. This would make Iowa the third state to not follow daylight savings time, following Arizona and Hawaii, making bordering states 1 hour ahead of Iowa during the summer. Well, I heard Iowa had a lot of recruits on National Signing Day. Let's toss it over to Colin Murphy in the sports studio to find out more. Colin?
Thanks, Noah. Yeah, Iowa, didn't really compete with the top programs in the country in terms of top talent, but still came away with some top recruits. So yesterday was National Signing Day for aspiring college football players. The usual suspects led the nation who had the best classes. Alabama, of course, claimed the top spot, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, Florida State, and USC to round out the top 5. Iowa, however, did not crack the top 40, according to ESPN's recruiting class rankings. Follow the Hawkeyes, though, that's per usual. The Hawkeyes did add some top receivers, though, which after some transfers and Jay Shield ending his collegiate career due to injuries, they will be very helpful for the Hawks next season. Along with adding key receivers, the offense will add 2 new quarterbacks, while the defense was able to land one of the top defensive linemen in the country, A.J. Epineza. Mayor Kate Herron has more from Signing Day from Kinnick Stadium.
National Signing Day was extremely successful for Iowa football with 22 scholarship signings and 11 preferred walk-on signings.
I think the quality of this group of players that's joining the University of Iowa football program, we're very, very thrilled about that. All 22 of these guys, someday they're going to be leaders of our program. and leaders of our team. So it's really, I think, important that we try to go out and find players that are going to fit well within our system, really understand the way we play football and fit the way we play football. And I think, secondly, it's important that they understand and embrace the values that we think are at the heart of our program as well. Things such as having a strong work ethic, being competitive, having toughness, and that's mostly mental, being selfless, having a desire to really improve in all areas of their life, and then, a passion for the game.
Along with gaining new athletes to the Iowa football program, Coach Ferentz also touched on the search for the 3 new offensive coaching positions.
And just, you only get the 3 best guys and kind of go through all the equations, which I've had 3+ weeks to do that a little bit, but, see what might be of interest, that type of thing. But, I think we're starting to get focused to what we want to do right now and have a pretty good idea about how one's going to go. Now we're focused on some candidates for the 2nd position, and then the 3rd thing we'll get to. So there's still a little bit of wiggle room in there, but I think the plan's starting to come into focus.
Stay with Daily Iowan TV for updates as the new coaching positions are filled. Reporting outside of Kinnick Stadium, this has been Mary-Kate Harrion for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Spring football is also right around the corner for the Hawks and will be starting up in March, then ending in late April with the spring game. So stay with Daily Iowan for all your spring football updates. And Iowa football is not the only sport recruiting for their team's future this week. The Iowa men's tennis team will welcome 3 new freshmen to their roster next season. This class for the Hawkeyes is ranked 3rd in the Big Ten and 17th in the nation. The women's soccer team also got in on the recruiting action. They will bring in 4 new players for next season. The class features 3 defenders and 1 midfielder. The coaching staff had to travel for this group, with all 4 incoming freshmen coming from different states. Not everybody gets the opportunity to be able to play for the team that they loved growing up as a kid, but one freshman Iowa wrestler is living out that dream.
Town just 4 hours from Iowa City, Hawkeyes freshman Matt Malcolm is growing accustomed to the university and what the wrestling program has to offer. One thing he loves about the program is how everybody comes in ready to compete.
Nice to have a room full of guys that want to come into practice every day, work hard and everything. You don't really get that as much in high school. Just having the facilities that we have and everything is just super nice.
While in high school back in Glenwood, Matt was breaking records and winning matches. He set his high school record for most takedowns, falls, and wins. On top of all that, he was state champion his senior year and a 3-time conference champion. When asked what he wanted to accomplish here at Iowa, the response was pretty straightforward.
No matter who you are, if you're in this program, your goal is to be a national champ. That's what my goal's been since I was a little kid. This year, there's not a whole bunch left, just making sure I get better every day and get myself to where I can say I am one.
Iowa native Matt Malcolm was a huge fan of the Iowa Hawkeyes wrestling program when growing up. When asked what he felt like to finally be a part of the team, he said that he was living out his dream.
Exactly, that's how it is. I've always been a Hawkeye fan since I was little. It's just always been, wow, they're really cool. They're the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's cool to say I am.
Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Zachary Lohman with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Iowa Hawkeyes wrestling team will face off against Wisconsin this Friday at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Be sure to tune into our courtside show tomorrow. We will have coverage from the women's basketball game as they play Rutgers at home tonight at 7 p.m. Along with that, we'll have preseason softball updates and a preview of the men's basketball team's rematch with Nebraska this coming Sunday. Noah, back to you.
Thanks, Colin. And in other National Signing Day news, A.J. Epinesa, the top-ranked recruit for us, is following in his father's footsteps to play at the University of Iowa. This 6'5" top defensive player stood out to everyone. Many are interested to see what Kirk Ferentz and his staff will do with this soon-to-be star's potential. And that's it for today's edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our live shows every morning at 8:30 a.m. on dailyiowan.com. Also, be sure to pick up today's copy of the Daily Iowan. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great day, Iowa City.